today we're going to talk about the top 3 reasons that you might have a hard time in your recovery career. Because we do that now, we call things careers that aren't really careers. They're like just things you do, and we refer to them as careers. That's what we do now. It's interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting. Anyways, these are the top 3 reasons why you may have a hard time in 12-step fellowships. The first one we're going to talk about today is going to be whether or not you are an atheist. If you are an atheist, which most people really in 12-step fellowships are, because they don't understand the meaning of the word atheist, because an atheist is an individual who lacks the belief in a supreme being or God or gods. So, because of that, people seem to think that they believe there is no gods, but they don't. An atheist is just an individual who believes there is no gods, yes, or he's an individual who is unsure and therefore does not affirm a belief. That is the true definition of an atheist. And if you are that, you may find lots of people like you inside meetings who will claim to not know whether or not there is a God, but their behaviors may seem bizarre to you as an atheist, because they will pray, they will do other things that are highly religious, like pray, and they will talk about God a lot, even though they claim to be unsure of the existence of said God. They will miraculously have worked through steps that even mention the necessity for an understanding of said entity, be it God. Sure, as a member, you will run into many Christians in the fellowship, and some may attempt to convert you to Christianity. It is not totally uncommon for an individual who is a Christian to attempt to sponsor an atheist into Christianity because they suck. Yes, they do. Yes, they're terrible, and they will prey on the weak people who are going through difficulty by trying to convert them to Christianity. Isn't that nice? No, it's not nice. It's terrible. It makes me want to throw up all over the place, on your face, especially Christians that do that. So if you are an atheist, it is recommended that if you cannot find a meeting who allows for your diversity, which is every meeting does not allow for your diversity, regardless of what they say, because the literature uses the word God continually over and over, and most meetings start or end with a prayer, which is a religious activity. Yes, it is. It is a religious activity to pray. So, as an atheist, especially if you are forced to go to 12-step fellowships, you may feel resentful at the obvious contradictions that members will present to you. Like, you don't have to believe in a God. You just have to work the steps that talk about belief in God. And then they will look at you like, why are you confused? And you'll say, because it says God all over the steps. And you said I didn't have to believe in God. Well, they will point out that you can believe in anything, even a light bulb. And then they will say they were kidding, because how the fuck is a light bulb gonna keep you clean and sober? It won't. It can illuminate a room. But what they're doing is they are indoctrinating you into a behavior that they will later convert into a religious behavior when they point out, possibly, that perhaps it was not the light bulb you were talking to this whole time. Isn't that nice? No, that's not nice. No, that's terrible too. Because they know if you are an atheist and they immediately said you need to pray to a God, you would stop listening. So instead, they trick you and attempt to convince you that, well, that they understand. But they don't, because they're dumb. And they believe in imaginary people keeping them clean. Ironically, most of these people actually relapse, just like most all people in the fellowships eventually relapse. But atheists tend to have better outcomes when they leave if they remain atheists, because they do not become disillusioned or confused about what they fundamentally believe. No, they don't. No, they don't, because they know. They know. But the religious, converted especially, may feel lost because their original belief was confused with a belief that they never actually held, but only pretended to in order for social acceptance. Isn't that nice? No, that's not nice either. Not much of this is nice. The next thing that may cause it very difficult time for you inside the fellowships is if you are of above average intelligence. Oh no, that's very bad, because an intelligent, inquisitive individual is highly feared by religions such as Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and the illustrious Cocaine Crazies Anonymous, otherwise known as just Cocaine Anonymous, but they are crazy. You see, an inquisitive mind may wish to have it explained as to the exact mechanism by which the steps work, or they may question understandings that are based in belief alone, while they understand intellectually that a faith-based recovery system is stupid or not stupid. It's stupid. No, it's not stupid, but it is possibly only useful to religious people, not inquisitive people who think about things and want to figure things out. If you are intelligent, you may want to hide this from the members of the meetings, because if you don't, they will surely reprimand you for using your intelligence. Of course they will. Yes. Because, you see, your intelligence is undermining their rationalizations. Because you're making sense, and their understandings of the universe and how the program works is a rationalization based on a belief that is, at best, self-fulfilling. I say that God will keep me clean, and then I stop drinking. I will believe that it was God that did it. But if I say I don't believe in God, yes, then I stop drinking, then I may feel like I had a large part in doing this, which may cause the believer to question whether or not they themselves kept themselves from drinking, meaning that they are responsible for their own outcomes. Yes, and that is terrifying to them because most are stupid. Yeah, and they don't understand anything, and they like it that way. They don't want to know. No, they don't want to know. So, the last thing or character attributes you may have that will cause you to have difficulty in recovery of the 12-step variety is whether or not, as an individual, you are caring. If you are an empathic, caring person, you will most likely have a very difficult time in the 12-step fellowships. That's true. Because most people, most members of 12-step fellowships have ceased to care whether or not individuals get clean, stay clean, or even live. They are more concerned with their own ideologies and beliefs than they are in actually helping people. They would rather a person die and relapse than have their beliefs questioned, because they depend on those beliefs for their very survival. Yes, they do. And they don't care if you die, but they do care if they die. Yes. Isn't that nice? Nope, that's not nice either. So those are the three things that may be problematic if you wish to be successful in 12-step fellowships. If you are an atheist, if you are of above average intelligence, and if you are an empathic and caring individual, you will most likely have a very difficult time in 12-step fellowships. Yes, you will. You may wish to avoid 12-step fellowships for other alternatives, such as community support groups or running around naked in the street, because 12-step fellowships are so ubiquitous that very few other alternatives have membership to support their programs, because it is hard for one non-faith-based program to compete with 100 faith-based religious programs such as Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, and Crazy Anonymous, which is what I like to call CA, because they're crazy. Yes, they are. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will probably never do this again, because I'm sure that this got old many, many moons ago. Yes, it did. It's not funny anymore. No. Please talk normal again. If you're still listening, is what you're saying. But I can't, because I made myself a promise to do the rest of the video sounding like a Southern Baptist piece of jerk off. Shit, fucker, dum-dum. I hate things that are different person. Anyways, I am American Jesus, and those have been my opinions. I hope they were helpful. I hope you find some connection with me and my frustrations or observations that give you some solace in your existence. Please like and subscribe and share this video, especially this video, with groups that wish to expose 12-step fellowships. Yes, they're out there. And groups that support 12-step fellowships, because I would like to hear their opinions as well, even though after 22 years, I already know their opinions, and they're dumb and not well thought out and are not their own opinions, but are opinions of others that have been instilled in them through repetition and fear-mongering. That's right. They scare people. If you did not die today, then according to most 12-step fellowships, you had a successful day. So congratulations. Most likely, you really didn't have a successful day, because their definition of success means that you are still alive. And if you weren't alive, then you'd be dead and you wouldn't be able to watch this video. So everybody watching this video, you're a success. Way to go. That was good. You did good. You didn't die today. No. Not maybe tomorrow. We ain't worry about tomorrow because you might die tomorrow, but you're not gonna. No. Maybe. No. Maybe. You gotta keep doing. Because what you did yesterday don't work for tomorrow. And if you're standing in the past and you're pissing on the future, then you're doing stuff that's not good. So keep it in your pants, dummy. That's right. In your pants. Well, I'm going to go now because this is the longest video because this person talks very slowly and matter-of-factly because he thinks about everything he's saying, which is scary when you think about it, yes. That he thinks about it. That's why it's scary. Like and subscribe. Comment. I have been American Jesus, and those were my opinions.
Kid, other side is something big. Do you think that what you did would bring you back to this?